Welcome to Let's Play JSRFMP. Oh man, I feel so stiff after having played as... I don't know if I'm a youth. I feel so stiff playing as noise tanks after playing as love shockers, as I should. That's good. Their stats are actually noticeably different. 9-5 being stiff, all I need is to be... just to be strong. There they are. The other ones. At the same time, I feel like Sugar Turbo is sometimes a little too big. Although, if you have more people, then it's probably just about the right size. There we go. Like, I can take out as many standard Keisatsu as the game throws at me, I'm certain. Like, every issue I've had so far has been maybe a little bit to boombots, I guess, I haven't figured out yet. It's just enemies I haven't figured out yet. That's what it is. The enemies I haven't figured out how to fight yet. Once I get that, everything should be okay. I don't know the strats. Combo still might actually be the best guy to play as for this. I mean, he feels pretty equivalent to noise tanks, but he also has the advantage of being able to take off armor without boost dashing. Right here, the best character in general for this mode is probably Akamu, unsurprisingly. Although I haven't seen his stats. I never wondered about this, but I'm wondering now. How does this game and JSRF, the original JSRF, I don't know if they use the same method or not. The rendering the motion blur on characters, it's actually a really interesting effect how it works. I don't know how it works. It's a really interesting effect how it looks, that is. I don't think I've seen a game do anything like that. Other than JSRF. JSRF had a lot of work put into its visuals, as did the original JSR for that matter. Supposedly, actually, the King of Cell Shade looking style working on the original Jet Set Radio Future was a... the original Jet Set Radio Future, on the original Jet Set Radio was a pretty big obstacle. I heard him. I don't know where he is. There you are. Yep. And I think the way you spray, you hold down the trigger might need to be fixed a little bit. I guess the way it is right now, it kind of tries to reward like good timing and whatnot. Because in this, if you hold down the right trigger, you spray literally as fast as possible. It's equivalent to mashing the spray button as hard as possible. Whereas in the initial JSRF, you actually spray quite slow if you just hold the trigger. So to actually waste cans while holding the trigger, you need to be holding the trigger for a ridiculously long amount of time. And even then you won't waste as many cans, nearly as many. By the way, I don't think bullets can hurt you if you're on rails or boost dashing. That's kind of a reference to the original Jet Set Radio. I don't know if that's the case or not in JSRF, but you can't get hurt if you're boost dashing or... That sound that going around is making me tag them is strangely satisfying. But the original, in JSRF, original Jet Set Radio, interesting mechanic was, they didn't have boost dashing, but they did have sprinting, so to speak. I think they just called it dashing. The way it worked was that if you held the dash button, and you can only dash so much. Oh, this guy actually does reload. Awesome. See, that's the sort of balancing that we need these guys to have. I don't know if, what's her name? I don't know if Flame Girl, doesn't really have a name, has an equivalent to reloading or something like that. Or I just need to wait for it to do something that will leave her open. That was my difficulty with her. I never found an opening. He tries to run up to me and actually do something of consequence, and she just gets slapped by my skate as he runs past me. Come at me. Wasn't the most efficient use of resources in mid-link, but I think, whoa, I think that thing still hurts you with the electric grid. Oops. What is it? There. Hello! Yeah, made it! Oh, not quite. Hey, give me a second. I'm vulnerable. I like how the invincibility while grinding actually requires you to be able to platform while fighting too. It actually adds a pretty cool element of having to basically play the floor as lava, or otherwise be boost dashing when you're fighting certain enemies. You also have to keep track of all sorts of different threats at once and react to each of them differently. Each place different constraints on what you can do and how you have to behave, is one way you can put it. Oh shoot. Right. Go away. Oh, you don't have to hit him multiple times. Okay, so this time, what should I do? So this time I think I should take out the individual enemies first, the only thing being he spawns extra minions all the while. I think I should take out the foot soldiers. I should definitely take out this guy. This guy is... I can't worry about Akumu and some guy with a Tommy gun at the same time. So I think I should not try to take out Akumu first. It would make sense you try to go for the big guys first, so then you can take out the little ones in peace. But the little ones are actually... they start to be a threat once you start getting overrun by other things at the same time. So I think what I should do is pick off the little ones first, and then just take on bigger enemies like Akumu a bit more one at a time. Even if I don't get to spray these guys, which would be ideal because it's a lot faster, I can at least boost dash into them and slowly damage them that way. Attack. Gets damage from the foot guy at the same time. Why? Because in the presence of other enemies, they actually start becoming dangerous. And the first time I died in this mode was actually from a normal guy on foot. It wasn't from Akumu or anything like that. Oh, hello. I enjoy hearing the police in this game so much. The thing is, I'm pretty sure they're mostly... and they're all voice clips from the game, I believe. I don't know if they play in any different way, if there's anything different about when you hear them, like what triggers them in this game than in the original JSRF, but I mean, it might just be that I spent so little time actually fighting cops in the original JSRF. Shoot. Ah. I at least done a lot of damage to the guy with the gun. So if I just dash into him again, I should probably knock him out. Why can't I grind on the sides of these things? Maybe that was something that Screen Racers thought was kind of annoying, so I got rid of it. Because it was hard to not grind on those ramps, even if you wanted to skate off of them normally. Oop. So I haven't got rid of the gun. Just gain some cans so I can have another pass of them. This one. Ah, shoot! He does have a lot of minions right now though, so it's kind of going to the point of being a little counterproductive to hang around this long. I need to get rid of enemies more quickly than I'm doing right now if I'm going to use this strategy, I think. Hi. I was gonna just kind of run away slowly to not have issues with you, but I decided to run away quickly instead. Because you're about to shoot things at me. Okay, I need to do something like that. I guess with these bosses, Akamu for instance, you just need to play the long game. You can't try to go in and then knock them out in one go. I need to be aware too that I can knock out these shadows. I don't need to stop when I'm spraying. I can keep bowling through the shadows while I'm... Oh, hello, you can come up here. Well, that's the case. I can get Akamu while you're over there. I can find him. Where'd he go? Listen to that voice. Akamu does have a different voice in this, by the way, than in the original JSRF. At least somewhat. He might be shooting a homing attack right now, so I'm not gonna hang around. Yeah, I'm using tons of cans, mostly just because I'm boost dashing all of the time. I think we're making progress, it's just slow progress. Although they're making progress on me too, so I don't know. Once I get more comfortable with knowing what I can and can't do safely, I think I'll be able to... Hello! I boost dashed into you, thank you. I'll be able to be more efficient in taking these guys out, but I don't know. Ideally, you would have multiple people doing damage to them at once too, so they'd go down a little bit faster. Not to mention having somebody else diverting the other enemies, so I won't have to face such a single massive crowd of enemies at once. He does not stay down for long either. Yeah, listen to those voices. These guys have those voices? Hello! Come on! In the original? I don't know if the Shadow Demons have voices in the original. Spooky sounding. We're getting to the point where this is getting a little dangerous. I have made progress on him a lot, but... It's not always promising. Probably because sometimes I hit him and he just doesn't seem to really care. I notice he has that little crack on his abdomen now. I don't know if that's just from me having done physical damage to him, or from having sprayed his arm out or something like that. I think that's what it is. Not any kind of more complicated mechanic than that. I was hoping that wasn't still homing at me. Come on now. That thing was around for way too long. I made progress, but jeez. Okay. Oh, hey, there's one actual foot soldier still around too. These guys have weird faces on them. You can only barely make out their faces. Alright, well, will we do more of this next episode, or will we do something else? I don't know. Next episode, we'll see. I intend to, like, extend next episode anyways. So I can have one more attempt or something, but we'll see. So I need to decide what to do next. I'm not sure. Everyone.